Nobody's here yet, so I'm just giving this a few minutes to kick in. Let me know when you're here, guys. Speak up and say something. Speak up and say something. There you go. It's my fucking post that's giving me a fucking problem to share. Let's talk for a little bit. All right, we'll see how that goes. What's going on, everybody? I'm here. I just shared the stream. I don't have my shit set up properly, so give me a moment. This was a rushed and irrational decision on my end to jump on. Hello, everyone just joining us. Let me go through this. Let me go through this. Let me go through this. So, wow, huh? So, I would have loved to have streamed the hearing today in Pennsylvania. I was not able to. Who knows what's going to happen with the next one? Maybe I will be able to. But, hey, who is this? Josh, my man, sharing the stream, liking the stream. I appreciate it very much so. I look on the TV because my eyes are terrible and the zombie's a little bit bigger. But I just wanted to jump on and talk about this hearing in Pennsylvania. I know you guys all listen to it. Listen, you know, other than the fact that there was about 700,000 mail-in ballots more that were turned in than were printed, meaning they printed 1.8 million and 2.5 million were turned in. That's 700,000 mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania that were turned in that were not authorized. I wonder where they came from. China! I'm sorry. That was not the coronavirus. That was just simply me saying China as discreetly as possible. But, yeah, you know, it's quite interesting because as many of you know, regular viewers, people who watch, friends of mine, people who send me DMs, anyone who looks at my Facebook, anyone who's called me in real life, anyone who's in any of my chats, Kevin is, she will file at 8:30 tonight. I believe it. And you know what? That's Sidney Powell. But as many of you know, most likely everyone watching, I have not wavered hope at all. Not only have I not wavered hope, but as we saw today at Pennsylvania, there was clearly a question asked to Rudy, and it went, I'm paraphrasing, but it was, have we checked these ballots for authenticity? And he said, yes, there is a way using the ink, something special about the ink, that we can check these ballots for authenticity. So already right there, we have a system. And just like they were saying, we got to come up with a decision quick as far as what we're going to do. And then we're going to worry about the criminal shit afterwards. And yes, there will be criminal shit. And it's exactly what I've been saying, man. It's what I've been saying needed to happen for almost 20 years. It's what I've been saying was going to happen for the past 4 years. And especially since the election, it's what I've been saying regardless of what the news says, regardless of what your friends say, regardless of what things are painted out and whatever sort of manipulation crept into your reality despite you trying your absolute hardest to push it out, despite whatever that says, I have been telling you never to waver, never to fold. Hold the line, people. Hold the line. Okay? That is why I'm here today. If I could go back, as a matter of fact, I've never used this feature. I'm changing the name of the show today to hashtag, no, I should do that on Friday. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. Friday's show is going to be called Hold the Line. Okay? Spoiler alert. I love to give, I realize this show doesn't come up on YouTube because I hashtag the fucking names. If I would just stop being an asshole and I would make a title without hashtags, I think I would get more views. Ray, what's going on? Nick Grout. I'm late. What did you miss? Literally nothing, bro. I've been on for 5 minutes. 3 of it was waiting for people to get here. The only thing you missed was me talking about how I've never wavered since the beginning of this and I've known what was going to happen. And then they asked a question today at the hearing about, Rudy, can you check the ballots? And he said something about the ink. So there will be a way to verify ballots, which means we're going to know that they came from China. But, yeah, man, you know, it is what it is. On behalf of Kevin, being one of the first people in, definitely the first one to comment, I just want to say, here is what all the Dems said as they were watching this press conference today, because you know they were, because they want to figure out who's going to jail, and they got a taste of it today. And they all were like, and some of these Republicans, these rhinos, were like, it's it, man. We're crushing people. I love how I did this. I lost viewers. Come on now. Who leaves when I'm doing the thing? The guy on the call even mentioned the ink. Exactly. That's the point. The ink is real. And like I said, I've never wavered. I realized it like it's like it hit me one day. I'm like, wait a minute. We're talking about the guy who never loses, always 3 steps ahead, always does the right thing, never comes off looking like an asshole. And you could say what you want about, you can make whatever kind of ideological stand. He shouldn't say this. He doesn't look like an asshole. He's telling the truth. Period. In my book, he's saying the fucking truth. I don't sugarcoat my words, and I want a president who does the same thing. Tell the truth and be blunt. And it's like, wait a minute. So you're going to convince me that now is when he decides to look like an asshole by letting them steal the election? Wait a minute. This doesn't seem like Trump. And then it hit me. Of course not. Of course there was a fail-safe. Of course there was a plan. Of course. And it's us. It's America. We were the fail-safe. I believe, I mean, again, I've heard that Kraken is the name of a program used by the Department of Defense. Oh, I also didn't share this to my group chat, but I will right now. A program used by the Department of Defense. But, you know, at the same time, I feel like we were the Kraken. You know, I feel like we specifically were the people who are the reason that this happened. We are the reason that we're in this situation. And it's because the American people got the evidence, submitted the evidence, you know, came correct, did what they needed to do, and that's why we're here. And granted, I think he would have had other ways, but right now, I mean, we're literally doing this with crowdsourced evidence. You know, this is for the most part crowdsourced evidence. Kevin Rotello, I love it. Nick, yup, he saw the primaries that weren't even going to play fair. Exactly. He knew this would be contested. No way he would go into it thinking it'd be a legit election. Well, actually, he knew it from the midterms. Because I remember in the midterms being like, there's going to be a huge red wave, and there wasn't. And I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. What happened here? How did we not have a huge red wave in the midterms? Give me a second. I've never heard of a former Trump supporter. What happened? And that's when I think it was like, okay, that's what they're going to do. Now we figured it out. We figured out what they're doing. General Flynn got pardoned today. The brains behind the operation got pardoned today. I mean, this is a good day. And if you know whose birthday it in fact is, throw it into that very chat. I want to see the name of the man who was born on this day. Midterms. That's what you meant. That's what I figured you meant. Midterms. Although they rigged the primaries too. They fucked Bernie. They've been doing this for a long time. Ray V, I love looking at the number of likes and hearts on Trump's Facebook. 600,000 on Facebook is trying to lie to us, and the numbers on there are the app. Yo, want to see something wild? This is what propaganda looks like in 2020, people. I never saw anything like this in my life. You ready for this? I was like shocked. You guys need to, you know, I'm not saying you need to, but if you ever took a ride down my Facebook and just went and looked at whatever I was posting for the day, I do a pretty good job of coming up with some of the more important things. Oh, yeah, PA legislator says they never voted on Dominion. It was mandated by the governor. But look at this. Okay, this is getting out of hand. What the fuck does this message have to do with the election? This is what propaganda looks like in 2020, okay? This is Trump's message. It is my great honor to announce that General Michael T. Flynn has been granted a full pardon. Congratulations to General Flynn and his wonderful family. I know you will now have a truly fantastic Thanksgiving. Joe Biden is the projected winner of the 2020 presidential election. Whoa, bro. I didn't know that you had to shove that down my throat. But wait, it gets even worse. I went to share it. Oh, see the election result. This is about my post. So a picture. Oh, I did say the word election on top. Look, see election updates before sharing. Make sure you have accurate information. Share anyway. Motherfucker. This has nothing to do with the election. This has nothing to do with accurate election results. They are doing absolutely anything. The propaganda is on overdrive. People, understand me when I tell you this. If we were losing, the propaganda would not be necessary. If all hope was lost, the propaganda would be unnecessary. We are winning. We are in control. To quote the NWO's theme music from WCW in the late 90s, we are in control. New world order. But see, this new world order did the same thing that the real new world order is going to do. They came on hard. They looked pretty good for a few years while the other guy sat there and played with them. And then once he turned it on, everybody shitted on these other guys. And that's what's going to happen right now in real life. JFK Jr., Kevin Rottello, gets the bonus points. Congratulations, bud. Yes, it is JFK Jr.'s birthday, and how sweet it is to know that General Flynn has been issued that sweet, sweet freedom. Just to verify here. Oh, born November 25th. JFK Jr. died. Maybe not yet. No, I know all the Q people don't think he's dead. I saw it. I mean, it is what it is. It would be the dopest thing ever if he was still alive. Like, I would be the first one to be like, yo, that's fucking cool. That is the coolest fucking story. That is the coolest swerve that real life could throw at me, is if JFK Jr. was not dead, survived, faked his own death or however, and literally came back to destroy the CIA and basically accomplish all of his father's wishes. It would be amazing. But I don't think that's going to happen. You know, if I had to bet money on that, Trump is definitely getting 4 more years. People are definitely going to jail. I'm not going to put JFK Jr. as alive in that category. I'm sure of these things. QAnon, JFK Jr., not so much. Satanic pedophiles? Yes. Sure of that. Raping and killing of children, harvesting of children, keeping women in prison on Epstein Island to have children that they can rape and kill? Yes, sure of that. JFK Jr., can't guarantee it. You know what I mean? So there's a balance. But yeah, that's where we're at. And all this stuff's going to come out. Q is Flynn. Oh my God, I would love it. Wouldn't that be amazing? I mean, he's been in jail, so I don't know how that's been happening, but if Q is real and Q is Flynn, amazing. If not, it is what it is. It doesn't deter me. If Q is not real, it doesn't deter me. Oh, listen, all Q has done is taught a large group of people shit that I've already known for 20 years. So in that sense, Q is great. Q talked about the satanic pedophiles. I love it. Q talked about Trump. I didn't know about that for 20 years, but I've been on board since very early on, pre-2016 election. So all that stuff, I'm all about it, but at the end of the day, it's like, what if he wasn't a real person? What if it was a LARP from someone like me who just did it to wake people up? The Clinton Foundation, follow the money. Like, I knew about that shit. We were talking about that shit on the Donald back in 2016, like before Q was a thing. You know what I mean? Like, It is what it is. Like, it makes me think that in all reality, if I had to put my money on it, I would say that Q is a group of people from the Donald or from Poll who got together, who knew all this information, who came out with this LARP to convince people of shit that is real, that I already knew about, but to do it in a way where it would get to everybody because they could ask lots of questions. And it all started with one guy who was in Trump's Oval Office who sent a picture to his buddy, who sent it to his buddy, who sent it to his buddy, who said, I'm going to use this to make them think I was next to Trump. But we're going to tell the truth, but we're not here with Trump. They don't need to be. They don't need to be. I could be Q. All that matters is that you know what's going on. You open your eyes, you did the research. Haven't you ever seen Law Abiding Citizen? LOL, jail schmail. I haven't seen Law Abiding Citizen, so I actually don't know. Fake news will run it. I don't know if you're talking about Q. Trump is Q. That's, again, anything's a possibility. Q isn't a LARP. Okay, listen, I'm not here to shit on Q. I'm not the fucking media. I don't shit on any ideas except Islam. That's it. I don't shit on any ideas except Islam and Marxism. The only two ideas I shit on. That's it. Islam and Marxism. Everything else is up for discussion. And before you talk about Nazism, National Socialism, Socialism, Marxism, it all falls under the same umbrella. So Islam and Marxism, everything else we could talk about. Q very well may be real. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not making a determination. I'm just saying Q doesn't run my life. Q, I've never looked at a Q. Actually, I've never really even looked too much at what Q's going on. Although I did watch Fall of the Cabal. It was okay. I mean, yeah, the symbolism. Like, again, everything that was talking about on that documentary was shit we were talking about on the Donald in 2016. Shit that I've sat there in my boy's room, Steve's room, back in 2009, 2006, 2003, and talked about. Nothing that shocked me. Nothing that blew me away. Nothing that was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It's just, these people are bad. These people are corrupt. They're here to hijack America. It started with 9/11. It didn't start with 9/11. It started before that. But 9/11 was the first change. That was the first, like, we're gonna get them with this. Now this stupid fucking virus that we got to get rid of. All right, let's prioritize. The main virus we need to get rid of is the commies. Then the corona. Then we can go back to living a normal life. But commies, then corona. Snowden needs to be part of next, but I think Biden will choose Hillary Clinton for the Secretary of State. Biden's not going to be the president. That's irrelevant, Kevin. It'll never happen. There's no such thing as President Biden. It's all a story. It's just it's fiction. Biden could choose Santa to be the Secretary of State. None of it is real. Kevin, I choose you to be the Secretary of Defense for my presidency coming up in January. That statement is as real as President Biden because it's not a real thing. Literally, it's not. Pennsylvania, holding out on choosing electors, motherfucker. Voices have been heard today. Nevada, same thing. Very important. That's the state I'm most closely looking after because I have money on Nevada. But Islam is an abomination. Again, I am strongly against child sexual exploitation. That includes arranged marriages to children. That includes a lot of things. Islam includes a lot of things I'm against. Prejudice against homosexuality, inequality for women, oppression in general. I'm not into that. So I'll pass on that. Mr. Guarantee, it's over. He knows we won. And that's what you better be saying. It became real with 9/11. Yeah, very much so. Hillary Clinton eats babies. Ashley knows. She's one of those motherfuckers I was having those conversations with. Ashley doesn't even know who the fuck Q is. But if you sat there and you talked to Ashley about any fucking thing that QAnon talks about, she's known every single one of them for 15 years. And it's not because she goes on 4chan. It's because all Q is doing is reciprocating that. Read one of David Icke's books. Go look at Alex Jones from 2003, 2004. This stuff was out there. You know what I mean? I'm not shitting on Q. By no means am I shitting on Q. I'm just saying, oh my God, you guys, I have Hillary Clinton's phone number. it came out in those Biden emails. I probably shared it with some of you. I did not share it on Facebook because I'm sure it would have gotten thrown out. But, oh my God, imagine if I called her live on the show. What do you see happening with the election? Yvonne, I see the same exact thing today as I have since day one. There is only one potential future, and it is the future where we get 4 more years of Trump. One of two things is going to happen. We're going to hold up electors, which I think this is actually the wrong route to go on. If you want to know my honest opinion, okay, this is the wrong route to go on. We're going to hold up electors. We're going to make sure nobody gets anybody, congressional appointed electors, and Trump wins. I use finger quotes because we've all seen the Rhino Republicans stab Trump in the back, okay? And if we get in a position where these Rhino Republicans can stab Trump in the back again, they just might do it. I'm more confident today after today's hearing that we do have some patriotism left in this country, and there are still some people who love America, so I'm not committed to saying that they're going to be like, fuck Trump, but it's a possibility. As much as I don't trust 270 electors, I also don't trust 26 electors. So, but the one thing that I do trust is fraud. I believe the word is vitiates everything, which comes from the United States versus, I believe it's Hornbuckle. Kristen, I love it. I don't know if she knows that I'm live, but I am live, so I'm not going to read the message. But I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Go back just a little bit. Just a little bit. I love this one. Look at that meme. Normal people, conspiracy theorists. This is the clown world paradigm. Go share that meme from my Facebook. But ready? General Flynn, he's out, baby. And I called this last night. I said it 19 hours ago. Guess who's getting a pardon? The president made the announcement a little while ago. Again, I knew this shit was going to happen. Trump won. You got caught in a sting, you filthy commie worms. This is over and done with. There is a fraud vitiates everything, okay? The court case is called, oh, don't want to do that. It is United States versus Throckmorton, okay? Fraud vitiates everything, meaning that in a presidential election, if fraud is prevalent, benefiting one candidate, that candidate is disqualified. Okay? It vitiates everything. Let's see what these liars have to say. Free Republic. These guys know about it. Fraud vitiates everything. These cucks might be lying. So let's see. Fraud vitiates everything. And during, oh yeah, no, this is not, I was reading this, I think. But yeah, if it gets proved, which it will, that there was fraud, okay, it violates everything. Meaning we don't need to do any of this shit, okay? We don't need to worry about fucking congressional electors and all this other stuff. And it means people go to fucking jail. Oh, god damn it, you guys. I'm sorry. I was just doing all that fucking searching. I didn't even have it big on the screen. I'm just learning this, man. I'm learning. Right here. Fraud vitiates everything, okay? This is the word we're looking at. Throckmorton. Here's the case. United States versus Throckmorton. Throckmorton. Yeah, man. Means, and just so you know, the word vitiates is legal context. It means negates, quashes, annuls, invalidates, revokes, and abrogates. Which basically means the election is a wash for Trump. Ashley, fuck Q. And she doesn't mean fuck Q like she hates you, Q. She means fuck Q like I don't even know what the fuck that is. What do you see happening with the election? Yvonne, it's a wash. Dwayne Johnson loves adrenochrome. I don't doubt it. 8 more years, Kevin Rottello. He knows. He gets it. Contingent election. Joe blows. But even the contingent election, Joe, fraud vitiates everything. You don't need a contingent election. This is Supreme Court precedent. Supreme Court precedent from Cornell. Fraud vitiates everything. That's it. It's not a conspiracy theory, people. It's not a Trump executive order. It's not a backdoor deal. It's not a conspiracy theory that I'm spitting. This is the precedent of the Supreme Court. They're going to go in front of the Supreme Court, and if they can prove fraud, and not just by any means, they don't have to prove fraud beyond a reasonable doubt. Oh, no, 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 no. They have to prove fraud by preponderance of evidence. Now, you're wondering, what's the preponderance of evidence, you ask? Well, it's a great question. The preponderance, I don't like that definition because it's not legal enough for me. Cornell, I want the Cornell definition. Okay, you ready? Get the fuck out of here. Now, preponderance of the evidence. Okay, so everybody knows that when you are in cyber fraud, he gets it. I'm surprised they didn't replace Vitiate with Trump. Get it? Haha, right? Trump's everything. Yes, I do. That was good. I think after SCOTUS nullifies the election, it will go to the House of Representatives 36-14, Trump wins. That's if they're not cucks, Joe. If they betray our fucking country, which they can, we lose. That's why I don't think that's the route we should go for. But pay attention, okay? Everybody knows that when you're charged in a criminal case, you have to be proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, okay? A reasonable doubt will get you acquitted. We're pretty sure he's guilty, but we still have a reasonable doubt. Not guilty, okay? Preponderance of the evidence. There's one in between preponderance of the evidence and reasonable doubt, okay? It's a little more than this, a little less than that. But look at it. Preponderance of the evidence is one type of evidentiary standard used in a burden of proof analysis. Under the preponderance standard, the burden of proof is met when the party with the burden convinces the fact finder that there is a greater than 50% chance that the claim is true. This is the proof of burden in a civil trial. That's what we're doing here, people. This is a civil trial. The criminal cases come later. And we don't even have all the evidence from the civil trial. We just got a load of it today. Excuse me. Which is the fact that 1.8 million absentee ballots were sent out in Pennsylvania and 2.5 million absentee ballots were counted. That is beyond a 50% chance that there was fraud. It's a 100% chance because we caught them. This is my point. Listen, anyone who's trying to put doubt on you is literally manipulating you. They know they lost. Why is Kamala Harris still in the Senate? Hold on. Please don't leave me, people. Please. You get to talk. You get to see me talk to my love. Hold on. Hey, love, I'm live. Okay, are you stopping at Bill and Bob's? You know what I want. Can you grab me 2 fries? Love you, bye. Okay, so that means I'm getting dinner. But pay attention, okay? Just like I was saying, there is no way he wins. That's why Kamala Harris hasn't given up her seat. I've realized this for a while now. They know they lost. They understand what's going to happen. They weren't expecting Ruth Bader Ginsburg to die. They weren't. And it was too late to go back on what they wanted to do. They couldn't just give Trump another 4 years, but they should have. They should have. And then he wouldn't be able to do this to them. But 2 fries. I've got to get 2 fries. They're small. They gave me a small little cup. I want 2 fries. Hope not I'm listening. I want Bill and Bob's. Oh my God, Nick. If you're from around here and you know what Bill and Bob's roast beef is, you tell everybody how fucking amazing it is. But there will be no contingent election when the Supreme Court hears and understands the level of fraud and the widespread nature and the conspiratorial nature. A 50% chance that the claim is true will be not only reached, it will be eviscerated. There will be a 90% chance that it is true. Okay? Especially because, again, you can't fuck with numbers. It's a foregone conclusion. Kamala Harris would have given up her Senate seat if she really believed that she was winning. Okay? It's like if you come to my house, it's like if we play bingo, okay? And right as I'm about to call bingo, you call bingo. And nobody checks your card and you're just awarded the money. And I say, bullshit, I have bingo too. And then you're like, no, I already called bingo. Let me go get my money. And I'm like, well, let me see your card. I don't believe it. And they're like, no, you don't get to see my card. I called bingo first. I win. Congratulations on me. Do you deserve that money? Nick, thank you for liking the stream. Do you deserve that money? No, you don't. Because I didn't get to verify anything. And if you really believed you won, you would say, yeah, sure, look at my card. I won. I told you. Here, take my card. I'm done. I want my money. But instead, no, you hold on to your card. You keep it secret. You don't give up anything. You say, I want the money. Then I'll give you the card. That's what these people are doing. They're not showing us their bingo card. Meanwhile, Trump is like, we're looking at all bingo cards. We're getting every single bingo official in on this, and we are screaming from the hills that your bingo card is bullshit. And they know it's bullshit. And there's never been a President Biden. It wasn't true on election night. Stop. It wasn't true on election night. It wasn't true a week ago. It wasn't true when the GSA allowed funds to go to Biden's transition team, where the only thing he's pushing to transition are 8-year-old kids. It wasn't. It wasn't. The only thing, okay, that has happened is a psyop, a psychological operation on the American people. This entire situation has been nothing more than an attempt to convince the people that Trump's second term is illegitimate. And meanwhile, Trump is going to put people in jail. Joe blows. I hope not. I'm listening. Joe gets it. They also didn't expect Trump to get 11 million more votes than 2016. Exactly. That is true. I want Bill and Bob's. Nick, if you know about it. They got greedy. Hope you meant Bill and Bob's. Haha, 2 fries. I got greedy. They didn't expect Trump to get 11 million more votes. You said that. It went twice, but yes, it's correct. I haven't lived in New Hampshire for 9 years. Oh, man, it's so good. It's in Salem. If you drive down to Salem, they have one in Salem. They're a roast beef spot. They're amazing. $5, gotta give me money. Exactly. And that's what these people want to do with their bingo cards. And us in the United States of America, we are not having it. We are not having it, people. Understand this. This is the crux. Like, we're already in a civil war. We're already in a civil war. It's just not happening in the country. And it's actually not even really a civil war. It's actually a communist takeover from China. We're actually in a war with China, and it's not public. OKC, okay. Oklahoma City. Is that what you meant by OKC? Oh, I haven't lived in New Hampshire for 9 years. Now I'm understanding what you're saying. Okay, yes, correct. Cyber war, yes, and an information war. But in all reality, it is a coup. It is an attempt at overthrowing our government by stealing an election. And that can't happen. That can't happen. Just like in communist countries, that's why elections are rigged. Because once people get into communism, they go, wait, man, this shit sucks. This is not what we were promised. This fucking blows. Get me out of this. And they're like, no, this is communism. You cannot complain. We control the election around here. And it's bullshit. So, be aware of this. I just came on today because I wanted to say this. I have never wavered. I will never waver, and I will never fold. Hold the line. Do not talk about Joe Biden like he won the election. Joe Biden, the only thing he won is jail. Okay? He won an opportunity for a new nickname, and that nickname is Guantanamo Joe. Do you understand this? Hashtag Guantanamo Joe. If I could spell that right now, I would make that the title of this video. Let's talk hashtag Guantanamo Joe. So just understand, people, we are in the lead. We are in control. There has never been, how do I say this? Obviously, things have to happen for this to work out. And because Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, they weren't expecting that. There has never been a path to a Biden victory since halfway through election night. When Trump got 11 million more votes, they weren't expecting it. And guess what? That's only the votes that you're counting. You're not counting the votes Dominion switched. There we go. Hashtag Guantanamo Joe. I'm adding it in. You're not counting the votes Dominion switched. You're not counting the votes that got thrown away. He got way more than that. Trump got around 90 million votes, maybe over 100 million. Remember I said that. Okay? Oh, hold on. Here we go. Everything's been updated. Let's talk Guantanamo Joe. People, this is a foregone conclusion. Understand what I'm saying to you and understand that it is the truth. Anyone telling you anything different on television is your enemy. Any politician who calls for Trump's concession is your enemy. He might have won all 50 states. Reagan won 49 and he got more votes than Reagan did. He might have won all 50 states. When Rhode Island was red for 3/4 of the night until 100,000 votes or whatever came in and fucking changed it, it's very possible. I heard California was red. We'll find out. But the only thing that I'm telling you is anyone telling you that Trump should concede, anyone talking about 2024, they are your enemy. They are your enemy, especially if they're on television or they're part of the government. They're a government official or there's someone that has a name or a status, especially on the right, telling you that Trump should concede or worried about 2024. They are your enemy. Trump did not lose this election, people. Nevada is going to go red. Arizona's been red for like the last decade. Not a chance it would flip blue. Absolutely, Nick. Wake up. Wake up. They are going to jail this time. This is the time. We've all talked about it. We've all wished it, and nothing happened. Why? Because we had to catch them in the act and fix the election system at the same time. Lin Wood is going to call out the pedophile shit. Do you understand how deep this goes? Amazingness. Amazingness. Legendary. That's the territory that we're getting into. Okay? Preponderance of the evidence, people. Preponderance of the evidence. That's all you need to know. We don't need to prove this beyond a shadow of a doubt. The Supreme Court, 6-3 conservative majority. One of those guys voted to save Obamacare. But, I mean, give him credit. Maybe, again, give him credit. Still a Supreme Court. I believe that was Justice Roberts. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, he was the one that voted to save Obamacare a while ago. And I also believe that, for all I know, Justice Roberts was the one who reassigned everyone to the courts. So all of the super conservative, anti-Harris, anti-Biden judges, like Clarence Thomas, like Kavanaugh, and like Justice Barrett, are all in the important swing states. You know? So understand that we are in good hands. The Republic is safe. Watch your back. Keep your arms near you. Who knows how they're going to react? Lin Wood made a very interesting statement. We're going to go back to this one more time. Lin Wood made a very interesting statement, and now feels like a great time to talk about it before I get off here. Me, just because I'm ridiculous on the internet doesn't mean I'm this way in real life. Everyone who knows me in person, I'm ridiculous in real life, people. But wait. Oh, son of a bitch. So I didn't... Oh, here it is. I did post it, and it's right here. 2020 is not year third-party bad actors plan to overthrow the duly elected president at the ballot box. They knew they would get caught red-handed. They were too obvious. They have other plans. Donald Trump is ready. Patriots are ready. Watch for the whites of their communist eyes. That's all that needed to be said, people. And on that note, whoever just liked the stream, I'm so sorry I didn't get to see it. Someone tell me in the chat who said something. If it was you, say it was me so I could see. I thank you and I appreciate it for the record. But last few comments so I can... Arizona's been read. What's crazy is if the information is correct, they even had to artificially flip New York. All of the states predominantly blue or went red even though they stole it. Correct. Good night, bud. I'm still going to be wide awake, but I just wanted to come on here and kind of give you guys a moment. I wanted to give you guys a conversation and let you know how good shit is. You might see this today. You might still have doom and gloom. Get rid of the fucking doom, people. Go out and make bets with your friends. Bet them $20. Bet them $50. I'm telling you, Trump is going to become the president. Just don't bet against someone who you know isn't going to pay you. Make bets with conservative doomers who will actually pay their bets, but believe the media for some reason. That's what I did. Maybe they did it so they could run with Blump as a dictator for the next 4 years. I see that being a very realistic possibility, Frank. I'm assuming you're the one that said something, by the way. Thank you, Frank. Always enjoy the lives. I think you meant always enjoy the lies, maybe. I don't know. I'm confused on that one. Maybe I see, but here's the thing. Here's what I think. They're going to do more than that. They're using it to radicalize their crazy base. Their base that doesn't live in our reality, the clown world occupants. Okay? 8 years. Yes, that's what I believe, Kevin. 8 years. The crazy base, this is what they're going to do. I'm telling you what their plan is right now. Okay? I know the plan. The plan is, I always enjoy your live videos. There we go. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Listen, I come on here and I do it because I need to talk and I need to tell the truth. I see too many people lying and I don't have any videos of people saying the things that I want to hear them say. So I have to make videos saying them myself. Saying it the way that only I can. Okay? But understand this. I know the plan. If you want me to tell you the plan, I enjoy the lives. I like it. Oh, now it makes sense. Okay. Here's the plan. They're trying to radicalize the left, okay? What they want the left to do is they want the left to create the illusion of a civil war. Now, you and I both know that the number of the radical left is very low. On any given night when they're rioting in any city, it's anywhere from 50 to 200 people on a given night. Meanwhile, about 1 million people, allegedly, showed up in D.C. The Saturday after the election, okay? So it is a very different circumstance. And because they fraction off into groups, and because they get people to protest with them that are not part of their movement, they organize the protest, they advertise the protest, and they throw the protest. And 20 to 30 people who are hardcore Antifa trained militants show up. And then another 50 people show up who are regular people thinking they're going to a peaceful protest. They radicalize these regular people at this protest, okay? Similar to, I don't even want to make that comparison, but similar to the way where when you go to a rock concert, you leave yelling and screaming, and you feel like you're full of energy and you want to run through a wall because it's mob mentality. They radicalize you, okay? Then what's going to happen is when we're taking out that insurrection of the communist insurrection from these radical Antifa, right? Just like we did in Vietnam when we sent our troops over to Vietnam to help them in the war, China, Frank Lowry is now following. I appreciate it, Frank. China is going to send their troops over here to fight with our communist insurrectionists. So they are going to try to bring the war to the United States by sending troops to infiltrate. It might be just China. It might be China and Middle Eastern countries who hate us. It might be UN troops. I have no idea what's going to happen. But if there is a war to try to overthrow the Constitution, other communist countries, maybe Venezuela, maybe China, who knows, they are going to come in here because once you get communism in America, you've officially won. And by that, I mean the communists have officially won. Okay? You can't get communism in America. You can't allow it to happen. And we will do everything to prevent that from happening. So, what we need to do, it's very simple. Hold the line. Okay? Don't take shit. Don't let people back you down. No matter if you have 100 people on Facebook telling you you're an idiot and telling you that Trump didn't win the election and you're so stupid and all those other things, tell them to put their money where their mouth is. Take $50 from all of them, even though none of them are going to pay you. If you're dealing with liberal trolls, don't bet liberal trolls. They're not going to pay you. Okay? But that's it. I'm telling you. This is it, people. This is it. We're getting the republic back. We're fixing the election system. We're sending the culprits to jail. Orange fucking jumpsuits, people. Unless that's a female thing. Then there's going to be a few. But we're also going to have the pinstripe jumpsuits. But I don't think that's a real thing. But I just wanted to share that with everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. Maybe I'll go live again tonight. I just wanted to get that off of my chest. And I feel better now. I felt frustrated when I came on. I felt, go back, as soon as this video's done, rewind it to the beginning and look at my attitude and look at my attitude now. I was upset, not about what's going on with Trump, other things in my life I'm upset about. This is the best, when this is the best thing that I have going on, you know that it's going well, okay? But my attitude completely changed, and it's because you guys joined me, and I appreciate you each and every time you sign in. With that being said, share the stream. My goal is to have merchandise before Trump is re-inaugurated. If anybody wants to make me a logo, hit me up. And if I put out t-shirts, tell me in the comments that you're going to buy a t-shirt as long as it has a dope logo. Spoiler alert, it will be something that says, "From the bottom of the rabbit hole." I will also probably make another t-shirt that is going to be slightly wrestling related. So that could be a lot of different things. But we're going to figure it out. But with that being said, everybody, be safe, stay the truth, and hold the fucking line, people. Hold the line. Do not back down. Do not give up. Stick with me. Stick with us. You're going to love how this one ends. Thank you, brother. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, Nick. You guys stand. Archie. Thanks for the show. You were here Artie. You were here this whole time. I said your name correctly. Artie. I'm going to say the last name correctly. Fleck. That was easy. Artie Fleck. Artie, I appreciate it. I wish you would have said something sooner. Like, comment, hit the bell. I'd love to see you when you get back. Hold the fucking line.